kwa ajili ya watoto wetu hawa wasichana. Mimi nimefurahi sana kwamba leo tumekutana ili watoto hawa wasichana wetu waweze kwenda katika shule ya PCA Ngong Road hapa waweze kusoma. Mnaelewa ya kwamba elimu ndio inaleta usawa kwa Wakenya wote. Na wakati nilitembea na hawa viongozi wa Nairobi, and I took a lot of time, and for a whole week I woke up here in the morning and came back in the evening after visiting as many places in Nairobi as possible. And I already had statistics on the unavailability of classrooms in Nairobi, that there were too many children in the city of Nairobi that were not going to school. Some of them were going to informal schools that maybe operate twice, maybe 3 times a week, sometimes. And as a result, there was a big crisis in the city of Nairobi. And because education is important, and I know it, and we all understand, it is said, education is the greatest equalizer. It is what makes all our children, irrespective of their background, to have the same opportunity. Elimu ndio inatuletea usawa kati ya mtoto wa tajiri na mtoto wa maskini. Wakipata elimu, wote wanapata nafasi sawa ya kusonga hapo mbele na maisha yao. And so, as government, as parents, as leaders, we must go out of our way to make sure that every child in Kenya has an opportunity, and a good one, to learn. And that is the reason my first assignment as president was to straighten matters education in Kenya. I appointed the first task force because there were big complaints about CBC, teacher shortages, problems with our education system transition from primary to secondary, secondary to higher learning. And they took time, almost 8 months, to figure out. Many people, stakeholders, professors, education managers, many people joined in. Churches, religious organizations of different types. And finally, we got a plan, and I'm very proud that we have implemented that plan, and education is changing in Kenya. We have hired more teachers. I have made sure that we have an extra 127 billion in our budget to support education. That is why we have hired more teachers. We have built more classrooms. Nationally, we've built 23,000 additional classrooms in Kenya. And even as we did that, I decided that because Nairobi is a special case and there are more serious education challenges in Nairobi, I discussed with our members of parliament, and we provided over and above what we were doing for other parts of the country. We provided an extra 1 billion shillings to build additional classrooms in Nairobi. I must thank the members of parliament of Nairobi for being meticulous, for going out of their way to make sure that they actually build the classrooms. I have been to them, I've been to those classrooms, And when I went to Nairobi and looking at the gaps that still exist in teacher-student ratio, pupils, classrooms ratio, I offered, again, myself and my friends, to build another 240 classrooms in Nairobi, in different schools, And I want to complete those classrooms in the next 90 days. And I am going to come back. I am coming to hand over those classrooms. You know, you people are struggling to say that, because, you know, Kenya, people don't believe in good news. People are used to bad news. It is very difficult for people to appreciate success. But somehow, people celebrate failure. You know, if we say we are building additional classrooms in Nairobi, well, it is there. But if we say, oh, the education in Nairobi is very bad, it is finished, oh, people will clap. Because I don't know why, as a nation, we never want to hear good news. You know? So I want to say that we are going to change this city. This city is the face of Kenya, is the capital city of our republic, and as we do things for Kenya, we must also do things for Nairobi. So just to give you my assurance, I'm going to work with these members of parliament to make sure that the children in the city of Nairobi get as good an opportunity to learn as the children in all the other parts of Kenya. And so we're going to be doing more in education. We're going to be doing more in increasing the number of classrooms. We're going to be doing more in hiring teachers until we give a fair chance to every child in Kenya to be their best, irrespective of the financial status of their parents. So, on this particular occasion, we went to open the school at Ngong Road. I remember Jalango had come to me earlier to ask for permission for us to build the school in the forest. You know how difficult that decision is to make. But because they already exited a school, and we had partners who are willing to support us, and again, through you, please pass our gratitude to the partners who helped build that school. These are people who don't have children in Kenya. These are people who are from different parts of the world, but because they see the value and the need for education for the children of our city, they built the school for us. So when I went to open the school, a beautiful school, I will tell you, beautiful school with good facilities. So in my discussion with the management of the school, I asked them what the challenges were. And they told me a couple of them. They told me about teachers. They told me that they had only 60, students? They had only 60 students in a school that has facilities for 600 students. And some of it was because of many factors. So because I was there, then I decided let's see how we can work together to sort out some of the problems in the challenges they faced. So as I committed myself that we're going to take on board the teachers who are teaching in that school, so that to ease the burden on the management of the school, I also offered that I was going to sponsor students to come to this school because it is a